Hi everyone, it's Nisha. Today I would like to review for you the Astalift Light Analyzing Moisture Foundation. This foundation is made by Fuji. I know it sounds strange, yeah, Fujifilm's the Japanese company who have now skincare division. And one of the most popular products was that red jelly face cream, or was it serum that was called Astalift Aquarista, I think. I'm pretty sure. I have never tried it, although I was quite intrigued by it and I might try it one day. But you know my obsession with foundations, and I've seen, I think, Lisa Eldridge using it, and I thought, oh, I've never heard of that foundation. I've heard of the company but not the foundation, so of course I went and bought it. So this foundation is SPF 25 broad spectrum, comes in, is it 8 colors I think, but of course because it's an Asian company, like with all the BB creams, they are all fairly light, well, very light. So I've ordered mine in caramel, which was the darkest, and it's not even that dark. I'm wearing it now. Sorry about the lighting. It's dark outside now, and I don't have too much good artificial light in here. And the reason I'm doing this review today, because I was getting ready to go out. That's why I've got makeup like this, and I thought, oh brilliant, I can then video myself applying it, which I will show you later. Okay, the science behind it. So what they say that we look different in different light because of the way our skin absorbs the light, or the way the light bounces off the skin surface. This foundation is supposed to make you look good in any light. And I won't bore you with the science because I don't really care, to be honest. They can say whatever, I don't understand half of it. All I care about is that it's a good product that does something good to my skin and makes me look good, and that it works for my skin. So if you want to find out more about the science behind it, you just have to go and read it. Go to Astalift website and read it. Okay, let me squeeze tiny bit. So that's the color, and like I said, that's the darkest color. Lovely and creamy with a great coverage, and it evens out your skin so beautifully. I mean, compare my two hands. It is quite full coverage, especially if you apply it with a brush, like I usually use Real Techniques buffing brush. I prefer to apply it with quite damp beauty blender sponge, because you can control the coverage a bit more then, and if you need some more, then you can add a bit more and you can sheer it out a bit. So I have tried this foundation I've been wearing it for about 2 weeks non-stop, and I've tried it with different primers and powders, just to see how it wears, because it does make me shiny in my T-zone, but I will get to that in a minute. Anyway, the best combination that I found, like I've mentioned to you not long ago, my skin is terribly oily in a T-zone at the moment, so I'm thinking of changing my skincare bit. So I just got the sample of Clarins hydra-matte lotion for combination skin. So I've been using that, and then Nars oil-free pore refining primer. And this one is not the silicone type, it's just really a thin cream, and it seemed to work really good. So these two have been working quite well. Okay, now, so when you apply the foundation, it seems like I said, quite good coverage, and it feels quite dry and a bit cakey. Like I said, I don't like it. When I apply it first time, I really don't like it. I couldn't just apply it and leave it. I then still put my Laura Mercier or Bare-Faced Beauty Minerals, one of those. It just makes your face even more flawless, but not very cakey. Then I like it a bit more after that, and about half an hour later I like it even more, because then I suddenly, you can probably see, I get this shine. But when you touch it, it's not greasy, it's not tacky, it's sort of dry shine. I don't know how to explain it, although I have to, after about half a day, powder through the middle, definitely, because I feel like I'm getting shinier and shinier. So I don't know if that it's not very good for oily skin, or that's how it's supposed to be, to make you look so nice in all these different lights. I cannot say that I think that it makes me look gorgeous in every light, but I keep catching myself when I look in a mirror thinking, I really look nice today. And I think it's the foundation. So it is not an obvious difference. When I put that on, I don't look like, you know, when I've taken a picture with my beauty mode. It's nothing like that, but there must be something in it. Now, if you have very dry skin, I probably wouldn't recommend it unless you like that full coverage, caked up look. But I think if you've got very dry skin, that could look quite bad. If you have very oily skin, I don't think that would be that good. I think combination skin, normal to combination skin, probably can take that foundation the best. It is very long wearing. It stays on for most of the day. Like I said, I have to powder through the middle. So let me now show you how I've applied. Never mind. So there is the foundation. I'm gonna squeeze about that much, and I've already concealed my eyes with my Maybelline eraser for eyes, because this foundation is definitely too thick, too full coverage to put under your eyes unless you've got really young eyes. Okay, so I find that the application is best with Beauty Blender. I've done it with a Real Techniques brush, and that's good too, but it gives you even more full coverage. I love it how it applies. It's a bit like Estee Lauder Double Wear, I would say. But yeah, it gives really, really nice full coverage finish. I wouldn't say, well, it is quite matte. It is with tiny bit of satin in it, but it's mostly matte and definitely full coverage. So I would leave it here now. I mean, I don't think with the beauty sponge is completely full coverage, because I can still see you know, my imperfections here, my freckles and discolorations, but it does even out your skin tone, as you can see. Obviously, I will still put my Laura Mercier or Bare-Faced Beauty Minerals. So yeah, you can see it is nice. It is nice. Like I said, I don't know what it is about it that keeps me reaching out for it, but that's how you apply it. So this is after I've applied the rich vanilla, and what I would do now is do my contour a bit. I'm going to look here. By the way, this is the e.l.f. blush brush, which is quite pointy, so I find it quite good for to contour my cheeks. You see the difference? Yes, one doesn't have beautiful cheekbones, and one has to give one some. So I will blend it in and then put blusher on later, but then I was still going to use Laura Mercier Ritual. I still use it because, as you can see, my chest still has some tan on it, but my neck doesn't, so I still have to sort of match the face a bit to the neck, and I go with that one over my huge forehead. And like I said, just a blusher, but I put blusher at the end when I've done my eyes to see how strong I want my blush to be. So that's the application of the Astalift foundation. Okay, so as you can see, I've applied it with Beauty Blender. It gave me quite full coverage, and you can build it up to whatever you want. And you saw it wasn't even that dark, even though that's the darkest one. After I've applied my Laura Mercier Rich Vanilla powder, then I got a bit darker. I have to match still a bit because I still have a bit of colour on my chest. Okay, I think this foundation, like I said, it's the hardest foundation I had to review. I don't know if I like it, if I don't like it, if I love it, if I don't love it, if I hate it. I don't know. All I know is that I keep going back to it. But when I put it on, I don't think, oh my God, I love this foundation. But there must be something about it that makes me keep reaching for it. And I think that this foundation, or you hate it, or you love it, or you're not sure. I'm not sure. So I wouldn't say to you, run out and buy it. It's amazing. You're going to look so flawless and so beautiful in every light, even in those horrible fluorescent lights. No, I will not say that to you. And I don't even know if I will repurchase it. I like it. I enjoy it. It annoys me a bit that I have to still do something with my T-zone, but I don't know, it might be just my skin, so it's very difficult to say. What I would suggest, I've ordered my online, but I know that a lot of stores carry Astalift, that you go and get a sample. It is so difficult to recommend foundation because our skin is so different, and not just different from each other. Our skin is different at different times of the year. Like, I find it more and more, and in fact I've come to conclusion that I can't just use one foundation. I have to change up, depends of when it is in a year and what my skin feels like at that time. And I usually get the best result with mixing them. So I don't discount any foundation. If I buy something and I don't like it too much, I don't worry, because I have so many, I can mix them and they will work for me. But basically, nice foundation. It is quite expensive. I think it's about £30, so it's not cheap at all. So for the price, I don't think it's something so amazing that I would tell you to go and get it. But by all means, if you can, try it, because you might love it or you might hate it. Anyway, I'm gonna go and finish getting ready now. I hope you found this review helpful, although it was a funny review. And I see you soon. Bye.